friend wants to give me cunnilingus. I topped my boyfriend yesterday, and I am a genius. Okay, but anyway, so I was coming back from the park with my new friend. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do? Okay, let's look at his energy. You know, I have a new sugar daddy. He wants to get some sugar. He wants to lick my sugar, my honeycomb. He wants to see my pussy. And it's a lot of different components. But I realized that I'm the main character. My initials are MC, Majesty Corbett. And so I was like, you know, MC, Majesty Corbett. Because still, that's not really that deep or exciting. So I thought the MC, main character, it stands for main character. Thank you for reminding me. Also, while we were out on this date, I saw does the mirror make me more insecure? Possibly, maybe. If that's the case, then do we really need it? No. I want to wear this, but I can't wear it out with this looking like this. So I'm just like, how can we fix that? Because everything else is very much cute. Like, it's cute. Like, look, it's so cute. And so that's why I was like, well, since I'm beautiful, why not just pretend and move through the world like I'm beautiful? Why not just enter every room with the energy of I'm beautiful and I'm blessing this room? I'm blessing this space. Why not just walk through the world like I'm the holy temple that I am, and know that I'm actually here working for the good of the world, and I'm working here because I work for God, because I'm this magnificent light being that's literally not even from planet Earth, and I'm also prophetic. So I've seen the future of the people, which is why I'm going to be in a very big position of power and influence at this time in the world. And so I just want to make sure that I'm doing it from a place of God and of true being, of the God consciousness, the Christ consciousness, like complete purity. Because like I think that's why my anxiety is here, is because I've seen myself struggling with sin. And I feel like, how can I really be, I just heard, there we go. How can I really be worthy of working in such, you know, good-hearted, light, love, like God conscious type stuff if I'm struggling with sin and privacy over here? You know, I feel shame about that. You know, I'm hearing at least that I need to like do work on that, to like let go of that shame and like forgive myself, because it's the people that go through those things that can help other people that have been through those things. I think that's kind of how life has been preparing us for things that like happen in our lives. Like, everybody is a reflection of me, so I'm realizing the people that I meet or that I feel affected by is like, that's a reflection of you in at least some way. You know, this is a kaleidoscope world for a reason. We're all reflections. It's absolutely amazing. And how I have to let go of these patterns and ways of thinking, and then I'll meet new people that align with my new patterns, habits, and ways of being and thinking. And so when I was in the car with him, I decided to switch my energy from just being in the moment and just being like a sponge, basically, how I was growing up, and just like listening to everything that my mom says, and, you know, not really like thinking for myself or considering what my thoughts are or how they're affecting me. And so I was doing that in the car. I decided to embody that new energy because I heard the Tyla song, Truth or Dare. And it reminded me of me and where I'm going to be in life in a year, and being like, oh, now you want to come back to me. But you was treating me like everybody else. You was treating me so bad, like just breaking my heart and saying like, and dissing me, and like even told me that I'm not even worth meeting his family, that I'm not important. canceled on me. Like a bitch would. Because, you know, I taught my boyfriend. And in that bed, I know it doesn't look like much, but, you know, I'm living life the way that I need to so that I can relate and help the people. You know, that's honestly what it is. And, you know, I also know that I'm a pretty bitch. I'm a smart bitch. I'm a rich bitch. You know, you can call me a bitch, but make sure you put all the words in front of it. I'm a sexy bitch. I'm a lady. I'm a classy, pretty lady. Naturally pretty as well. So I really don't need to do much, but I always do what I want. And I know that I'm extremely gifted and godly, and that I'm right where I need to be in life, and that everything is actually aligning for me, and I'm seeing it all being shown to me and told me in all these various ways. Like even going outside today and seeing 222 and 232 and 611 and like 333, 40, 44, like numbers that I feel like I need to be seeing right now, and I'm seeing them. 844. You know, it's like I'm just realizing how it's an acting game. I hope we're still recording. Oh, I just remembered I have that chocolate from hanging out with him. I asked to get my nails done today. He said he'd had that done. Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind touching him. I mean, definitely not my first pick. Like, body is hella out of shape. And I can tell that he's still, like, young-minded, which is so unfortunate because I would think being 47 fucking years old, like, you would know some game, or, like you would know how to act as a 47-year-old man. But I realize how that reflects my life in this area, in this time of my life, where a lot of the adults around me, I'm 21 to put this into perspective for you, who are like 20 plus years older than me, are acting younger than me. And so my brain is like, oh shit, I've evolved and I've elevated past this. Like, the people that I'm seeing in my dreams are people part of my tribe, my family. Like, they're ahead of me. Y'all are behind me. Y'all are something I'm leaving behind. And like, I feel like it's a death, and I've been sleepy and tired. Maybe it's because I'm getting off my period, but I feel like I'm grieving this version of me and like this part of my life that I'm leaving behind. So this is some stuff to do some shadow work on. Cause yeah, like, tell me why that's actually how I've been feeling. And I've been like kind of upset about that, you know, to be honest, because I just had sex with him, and I thought, like, I just had sex with Q yesterday, and I thought that, like, I was going to be, like, you know, so deeply in love, and we're going to have the deepest, most passionate, oh, I missed you, I love you type sex, and it just was, like, the same old fucking sex. I mean, this time I talked him, like, full on talked him, like, same position as the way he fucked me type shit. And I realized on some really deep shit, like, let's think about it, right? If a guy dates a girl that has the mind state of, like, hold me down, fuck me, or, like, the mind state of, like, that super hardcore, like, rapey type sex, you know? Where it's kind of like that, and you're like, whoa, like, she doesn't have any limits, like, she wants this shit harder, faster, like, what? So I was thinking, like, guys who date girls that experience sexual trauma, they tend to have that similar trauma, but on the inverse of the gender. So, like, a boy that also has sexual assault is probably going to end up having sex with a girl version of him that also has been through sexual assault. Or maybe, like, their first time seeing porn was, like, rough and kind of rapey. So, like, now that's the vision, that's the way sex is supposed to be, because at that young age, when that gets inserted, it's kind of hard to, like, snap out of it, especially, you know, you go into adulthood, bam. So I was thinking that's something kind of I went through, where even my first time having sex was against my will. I tried to do it as silently as I could, even though it was painful, and it was quick. And after he didn't talk to me, he had blackmailed me into having sex with him, and he was older than me. And so I'm just thinking about even my first time like seeing porn, for instance. Like it was rapey. It was like really rapey. And okay, it was very unforgiving. It was very unforgiving. But just realizing how that kind of set the tone for the other type of visions of sex and what I expected it to be. And then that, you know, that carried a cycle where that was kind of happening to me over and over again for like the next couple of years after that age. And then I finally am now at the place where like I have guys just wanting to eat my pussy, you know, just wanting to be around me, to be in my company. So yeah, it's kind of like that. But like also knowing that I'm going to be dating Trippie Redd and like I'm going to be with Chief Keef and like I'm going to be with like Iggy Azalea and all these other artists that I kind of wasn't expecting. I think I saw Kendrick. I know I saw Ye. Me and Young Thug and shit. I can see me with Young Thug. And I was with Uzi. Wow, I'm like really pretty. And like, now that I'm looking in the mirror, maybe it's because I'm high. But I feel like I'm very gorgeous. Like looking at myself, I look like an ancient type of beauty. Like some type of mystical, magical creature you would see and you would be like, where are you from? Like, you know, people ask me that, where are you from? And I'll be like, different places I've never been, places I want to go is what I'll say. And they'd be like, oh yeah, because, you know, you're different. And I'm like, But I can understand that. I don't really keep my head on the ground. I'm usually up in the sky. So I decided that now in this chapter of my life, I'm going to be on airplanes, you know, taking trips, making all this money. And like my first time going on an airplane, I'm so excited. And me with my Birkin. I realized that I know I'm gonna have Birkins in like the house and the family and the car and the career and all that. And so I think I can understand why my mother kind of has been a bit bitter and like salty towards me, is because she sees that I'm the version of her that she didn't get to become or that she didn't do. Or maybe it's because she envies me because I have the freedom and it seems like I'm not doing anything with it. But it's like, girl, I have to be the one that has to do this in order to get the family out. So now that I finally did it, it's like I don't really have to prove anything else because I already know. Like it's literally right here. Like everything's being shown to me and plotted out ahead of me. So now that I see it, it's like, you know, y'all didn't believe in me, but it is what it is now. And now I just get to decide who's going to sit at my tables, you know. Because it's one thing, I think, to be aware of somebody and like what they do, but it's also another thing to have to go through the whole process of forgiving them. Like, you get what I mean? You know, I know she's stealing money from me. I just don't have all the pieces together just yet, but I have a feeling they're coming. You know, he said I have sexy lips. I'm like, that's interesting. Well, you're not fucking with the natural face? Okay, bitch, I'm pretty as fuck. Being bad.